where the oak trees shadow the old creek's bend, I found your scarf, the one you wore against the wind. The porch still creaks where we watch the sunsets bleed. Now it's just the whispering leaves speaking to my grief. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. These gravel roads, they don't sing no more, since your boots ain't walking through that door. The cabin stands, but it's empty of the dreams we wove. Just shadows fill these rooms where light once boldly strode. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. On the edge of this town, where the old path fades, I reckon the choice is made, all the debts we've paid. Under that endless sky where we once lay, I find the courage to whisper goodbye at the close of day. Silence echoes louder than the cries my heart expels. Like rain on the dry earth, my spirit it compels. I embrace the solitude, your memory my guide. Wander in these wildlands with your spirit by my side. And as the night descends like the curtain on our tale, in the quiet of the darkness your memory prevails. Though I wander lost and alone beneath the endless sky, in the silence that echoes, I'll never say goodbye. Out where the oak tree shadows sprawl, under the whispers of the sagebrush call, there's a cabin nestled, weathered and small, where my hollow heart said nothing at all. Her scarf still dances on the porch rail line, ghosts of laughter, all lost sweet time. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain, scars of loving deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beats slow. Under starlit skies, it lets her go. Dusty roads where our dreams once ran, now just footprints fading in the sand. The chair rocks gently, a phantom's touch in this quiet town we love too much. From the wildlands to the tame streets, all that's left are memories in empty seats. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain, scars of love and deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved just beats slow under starlit skies. It lets her go. Faint echoes of laughter in the wind they weave, a tale too tender for the surf to believe. Was it just the whisper of the aspen leaves, or her voice calling across the time it grieves? Like shadows turning into dust. Every trail I ride, every road I roam, hollow heart says nothing but looks for home. Here in the quiet of the fading light, my heart said nothing, and that spoke right. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high, under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle, and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name across the barren meadow. It's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart didn't dwell, we carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold
whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon, under the bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace, as the wind sings lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rode by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. What once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon, on that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weaves, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold, and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky, letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where our love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told, and the dust kicked up and the sunset bold. Underneath the boughs of an old oak tree, where the gravel road meets the faded sea, I found her scarf, a whisper in the breeze. Boots closed her eyes, oh memory seized. By that sunken cabin we dream aloud, stars are blanket, night shroud. Her laughter mingled with the coyote cries. In those boots she closed her eyes. Oh, the winds they howl, the dust it flies on lonely trails where my heart lies. Every sunset paints her face in the sky since boots closed her eyes. Since boots closed her eyes. Swings empty, the oak trees groan, leaves rustle with a sorrow moan. That old saddle's dry, no more rides since boots closed her eyes. Love abides, rain taps on the window like her gentle touch. In the silence, her voice I clutch, but the echoes fade as the old dog sighs, lost in the dust where the past dies. Oh, the winds they howl, the dust it flies on lonely trails where my heart lies. Every sunset paints her face in the sky since boots closed her eyes. Since boots closed her eyes. just sleeps in the boots where she closed her eyes. So the winds may howl, let the dust still fly. I'll walk these trails till my own goodbye. Every sunset keep her face in the sky since Boots closed her eyes. Forever in dreams where the old heart lies since Boots closed her eyes. Since Boots closed her eyes. Out by the oak tree, where the wildflowers sigh, I first saw her smile with the sun in her eyes. Under that broad sky, where our dreams used to fly, her laughter would linger like clouds in blue skies. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. The cabin sits empty, the doors open wide, like the gap in my heart since she left my side. The path's overgrown where we once used to tread, through meadows and moonlight, where our promises were said. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. Now the sunset bleeds red over land she once roamed. This cowboy's alone, his heart's without home. No more her soft whisper, just the wind's lonely sound. But her scent in the rain on this parched, dusty ground. His shadow hides where our old dreams lie asleep, in the rustle of leaves, in the secrets they keep. Through the whispers of time, down the trails that unwind, his soul's tethered still to the love left behind. Let his heart ride the wind, let her memory entwine, in the shadows and dust where the past can't resign. His shadow hides, and with each setting sun, feels everything deep, yet says nothing, rides on. In the chill of dawn, where the oak tree shadows lay,
My boots tread silent on the frost beneath the sky so gray. The cold morning stood still by the creek that used to sing, with her scarf tied to the branch, whispering winds of spring. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. The cabin now empty, where once love's fire burned bright, only cinders remain under the pale moonlight. Those gravel roads we wandered, faded trails long untrod, each step away from you, a silent prayer to God. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. I've worn this old saddle, seen many a town, but your memory's the anchor that forever weighs me down. Underneath the vast sky, I am but a whisper, clutching at the breeze, the shadow of your whisper. Oh, cold morning, your ghost in the wind I chase, a heart bound to the past, a soul lost in its trace. With each setting sun, as the cold shadows fall, I'm a man of many trails, but for you, I'd forsake them all.
In the shade of the old oak tree by the creek where you once kissed me, dust dances with the leaves, speaking soft of the memories. Neath that sky wide and deep, where I whispered dreams now sleep in the breeze, your laughter weaves through the hollers and the hollows we keep. Morning sky sleep, stars draped in your veil, whispering winds tell the tale of the love we let fail. Each sunset burns just like the tears we cried under the morning sky, where our old love lies. Lonely saddles, porch lights dim, gravel roads where we'd begin, empty cabin trails that fade like the promises we made and stray. Rain on old tin roofs plays the rhythm of the truth that I wander life alone, far from you, the heart I've known. Morning sky sleeps, riding night in your hue, echoing the heartache of a love that once grew. Each twilight's glow, a reminder of our plight under the morning sky. I lose you every night. Oh, how the winds have changed, carrying away your sweet refrain, leaving silence in the wake of the words we'll never say. Now each trail's a tale of past, each step away from the last. Yet with every fading light, night your shadow lingers, holding tight. Morning sky sleeps with our tail in its folds, carrying whispers of a love that's still untold. Every dawn I rise beneath the same endless sky, haunted forever by the goodbye in your eyes. Under the morning sky where my solace lies, I'll keep riding with your echo by my side.
Out by the willow, where the creek used to sing, an old wagon lingers, faded by the spring. Oak trees hold secrets of our shade beneath skies, where we carved our names in the bark love implies. Those wagon wheels are steel, but oh, how they rolled across wildflower fields, under sunsets of gold. Every spoke a story, every turn aside, the trail grows cold, but the memories don't die. Porches where laughter danced through the soft rain now stand silent as the prairie's lonely refrain. Your scarf in the breeze, a whisper of the past, where shadows of your smile in the dusty sunset last. Those wagon wheels are still, but oh, how they roll across wildflower fields, under sunsets of gold. Every spoke a story, every turn aside, the trail grows cold, but the memories don't die. Under stars I roam, saddle worn and thin. Each night the coyotes call, sings where you've been. In the heart of the night, by the fire's faint glow, I realize some trails, dear, are too deep to let go. Those wagon wheels are a silent echo of your laugh, fading on gravel roads, our once chosen path. Every spoke a story, every turn aside, the trail's gone cold, love, but it never says goodbye.
Built a porch from barnwood gray, hung wildflowers that never fade. The roof still leaks when the rain gets mad, but you laugh and say, ain't that bad. You read your books by the window frame. I fixed the fence, call the cows by name. We don't talk much about someday, 'cause baby, this is our always. We don't wear rings, we don't toast vows, no preachers here, just creaking sounds of floors that learned our rhythm slow, of hearts that bloom and never show. We don't need promises to steer, just Just every morning, you're still here. You hum that tune with a coffee pot, barefoot dancing in a polka dot. I carve a birdhouse, you paint the stars. We make a home from secondhand parts. There's a note you wrote taped to the wall. Don't forget we got it all. No gold, no fame, no grand parade. Just time and breathe and love homemade. We don't wear rings, we don't sign names. Our love ain't caught in picture frames. But damn if it don't hold me tight when cold creeps in at end of night. No forever tattooed in ink, just two old mugs in the kitchen sink, and this one truth that makes it clear. Every morning you're still here. Some folks chase the fireworks high, but we found magic in bacon and rye, in the way your hair smells in July, and how you whisper stay with your eyes. We don't need crowds, we don't need cheer, just morning light and you still near. No wedding dress, no diamond flare, just flannel shirts and porch rocking chairs. If love's a home, then we're both keys, and this old life's our symphony. You don't say much, but it's crystal clear. Every morning, you're still here.
Out where the dogwood blooms meet dusty trails of yore, under the shade of an old oak tree, by the cabin with the creaky door. There where the sunset bleeds into the earth and sky, that's where I remember her, where our love did lie. She wore a scarf of scarlet, it danced upon the breeze, a laughter light as raindrops whispering through the leaves. Wagon wheel closed her eyes as the twilight fell, her whisper soft as the wind in the silence of my spell. Lonely is the saddle and empty is my bed. The wagon wheel closed her eyes and all her dreams were said. Years have rolled like river stones, worn smooth and sent downstream. The oak tree's grown, the cabin's aged like the edges of a dream. Gravel roads are overgrown, the trails don't know my tread. The fire's cold and the porch is still, but her memories never fled. The scarf I keep a token is faded by the sun, just like the love I hold for her, a battle never won. Wagon wheel closed her eyes as the stars began to spread, her voice an echo fading over words we never said. Lonely is the saddle and empty is my bed. Wagon wheel closed her eyes where our love was softly shed. Now I roam these lands, a shadow in the dust, a cowboy with his heartstrings tangled up in rust. I've learned that love's a ghost town, a whisper lost in breeze, a scarf caught in the branches, a weathered lonely trees. Wagon wheel closed her eyes and the night sky turned to gray, her memory's a melody in the twilight I replay. Lonely is the saddle and heavy is my head. A wagon wheel closed her eyes, and with them all was said. The wagon wheel closed her eyes. Oh, the price of love we pay. On the lonesome roads we wander forever and a day.
Under the shadow of an old oak tree, I carved our names for eternity, with the sunset bleeding through the leaves. That old porch whispered the soft sweet tease. Your scarf caught the prairie wind that day, in a town where time found a place to stay. But now the empty bed fades under moonlit shades, where your laughter echoed in night's embrace. And these halls just whisper silent prayers, oh, for one more dance in our moonlit glares. Now gravel roads where my weary tread, echoes of your steps in my head. That cabin corner where you used to spend stands quiet like the silence of my sin. The trail we walk now overgrown, with the dust we kick now fully sown. The empty bed fades under starry glades, where your warmth once battled the frost invades. My soul just whispers your sweet name in the lonely call of the wild untamed. By the riverside, where the willows weep, I see your reflection in waters deep. Every stone and every bend marks the tale of us that could never end. Yet still the empty bed fades in the dust cascades, each night a shadow where our memory waits. I'll walk these lands under skies so vast, holding on to love as long as it can last. Where the oak trees shadow gravel roads, I found her scarf a whisper among the ghostly oaks. Under a sky bruised purple by the dying sun, memories stir the dust where our rivers used to run. The canyon echoes her laughter in the breeze, swept through empty cabins, rustling the autumn leaves. Oh, the canyon haunts with its shadow so wide, where my heart lies buried on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight where the cold winds weep, her memory holds me
never sets me free. Now the porch swings lonely, the saddle's worn and old. No more tales by the fire, just the silence of the cold. The trails we wandered, now faded, overgrown, like the promises we made, now just stones I walk alone. Rain taps on the window like her gentle pleading eyes, asking why love's fire fades beneath the endless prairie skies. Yes, the canyon haunts with its shadow so wide, where my dreams turn to whispers on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight where her soft ghost cleaves, her memory holds me, binds me but never leaves. In the stillness I wonder as the stars peer down, if love's just a moment's grace in this vast unending town. Can the heart reckon what the wild wind knows? That love's a fleeting shadow where the bitter river flows. Oh, the canyon haunts, and I'm a shadow too, roaming ever restless beneath the weeping moon. Yet in every whispered wind and every shifting stone, she's the lingering sigh that I'll forever roam. Her memory holds me, haunts me, and I'll never be alone. In the heart of the valley where the oak trees stand, I once loved a girl with the earth on her hands. We chased the horizon on paths worn and thin, where the cold morning forgot the fires we'd began. Oh, the wind speak low on those high lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. Now the cabin's half hidden where the ivy has grown, with the porch still creaking like it's begging her home. That old scarlet scarf she left on the chair flies with the dust like a ghost in the air. Oh, the wind speak low on those high lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. On a gravel road fading under new falling snow, I ponder the tracks that we used to know, and I reckon the heart is a wanderer too, drifting in places where the sky meets the blue. Oh, the wind speak low with a voice that prevails, telling tales of a love lost on old lonesome trails. So I'll ride under stars, let the cold morning forget the days of our love and the sun when it set. Soft as the rain on the rough, dusty land, I'll carry her memory, the touch of her hand. In the silence that follows, I find my regrets. In the cold morning shadow, where the sun never sets.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie long, on the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand, there's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind, each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabins sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky on the nights too cold since you've been gone. Those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through the dreams, vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree, where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever and a day.
In the dusky shadow of the oak's embrace, there stands an old house on the prairie's face. Its windows blind eyes that once looked on mine, where the whispers of the past through the ivy entwine. Oh, that old house called
called my name, in the voice of a lost love's sweet refrain. Rustling leaves and a porch of worn gray, a saddle hangs lonely where we once used to lay. Years past the door hinges learn to creak, just like my bones on this trail I see. The scarf you left still dances in the wind, a specter of silk where our memories are pinned. That old house called my name, echoing walls of a gentle, smoldering flame. Faded trails and a sunset that bleeds in the quiet heart where forgotten love leads. Under the vast sky my confessions lay bare to the Roman sands and the chill night air. An old guitar strums a chord so slight, harmonies lost in the coming of the night. Yes, that old house called my name, a whisper on the wind, a wild untamed flame. With each setting sun and rising moon's game, I'm bound to the land where my heart remains. So I ride these trails where the lonely winds moan, an echo of a call from a place once home. A cowboy wanders but his story is the same, haunted forever by a house that spoke his name. The oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin faded like the photographs where time is woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name, through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there, the touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they called my name, through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name. In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the dust dances at your feet, I carved their names for eternity. On that porch where lovers meet, your scarf still waves a lonely flag, caught on a branch of crimson rag. In the town where silence brags, echoes of your laughter drag. But the wind stays, oh it never forgets, whispering your name in the cold sunset. It's a melody, humming through dismay, rustling the memories where we once lay. Yes, the wind stays, even when you're gone, singing broken verses of our lone love song. Have worn the gravel road that led us to our dreaming abode. The cabin stands but the light is dimmed, like the love that once brimmed. Where wildflowers dared to thrive, only thistles and regrets survive. And in the stillness I arrive at empty rooms where shadows strive. But the wind stays, oh it never forgets, whispering your name in the cold sunset. It's a melody, humming through dismay, rustling the memories where we once lay. Yes, the wind stays, even when you're gone, singing broken verses of our lone love song. And I reckon the heart's like old trails, faded into wild and marked by rails. Yet in every gust your essence prevails, a haunting tune that forever sails. So the wind stays, oh it holds on tight to the echoes of the footsteps in the night. With every howl, with every sway, it carries parts of me far away. Yes, the wind stays, my love won't stray, bound to the breeze where my heart will lay forever. Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, she laughed under stars, her scarf catching the glow. By the creek where the water whispers secrets so low, her voice sank into my soul, sweet and slow. Her voice was a melody, soft as the dust, drifting over the plains with the scent of dry musk. But time, like a thief, stole her whisper away. Now I roam with her echo in the twilight's gray sway. The porch still creaks where we danced free of care.
but the cabin sits empty, just cold, thinning air. Gone like the rain on a hot, dusty pane. Left me with shadows and a heart full of pain. Yeah, her voice was a melody, lost in the wind, fading fast like the light when the evening thin. I reached for her warmth in the chill of the dawn, but turned to find the whispers of what's gone. Sometimes a scent or the way the wind moans brings me back to her laughter, her soft, gentle tones. Yet each sunset that bleeds into night's deep unknown reminds me some songs are too sweet to be held long. Her voice was the comfort I seek but can't hold, a memory wrapped in the warmth of her fold. As I saddle my horse and face roads unknown, her voice sinks deeper in wild lands alone. In the shadow of the oak by the creek, where the wildflowers grow, I found an old flannel shirt, soft and worn from the high plains snow. It whispered secrets of our youth, beneath the vast Wyoming skies, where we chased the horizon on horseback, with hope in our wild eyes. Flannel shirt shut the door on the love that lives no more. Underneath the porch light, fading into the night, hear the screen door's gentle creak. Feels like it's just you and me, but it's just the wind soft moan through the pines, calling me home. Now the saddles gather dust, the cabin silent and warm, gravel roads lead to memories. In the twilight I'm torn. That scarf you left behind is frayed, like the trails we used to roam. Each thread of memory fading in the twilight of what we'd known. Flannel shirt shut the door on the life we had before. Echoes on the old wood floor, whispers of a distant shore. Hear the screen door's lonesome cry under the solemn silver sky. Once a haven, now forlorn. In the silence, I'm reborn. Rain taps on the window glass like the rhythm of your heart. Every drop a symphony of the days now torn apart. In the stillness there I see the ghost of what could not be, held in the scent of rain wet earth, the fortress of my solitude. So flannel shirt shut the door, but I'll keep what I adore. In the seams your laughter stored, in the threads our love implored. With the sunset's dying light, I'll ride these lands alone tonight. The prairie's wide, my heart's the guide, past the places we reside. And I'll carry on with the dust my witness till my sorrows are gone.
just sways softly, closing the door on those long